Bible said Prophet Samuel was given birth to by a woman called Hannah. She was always found in the presence of God. Remember, for many years, she didn't have a child. So she decided to engage God. So, but there came a time in the life of this woman that she went to the presence of God and she stayed there. It is either God will give me a child or I will remain here. I have nowhere to go. They have looked at me. They have mocked me. I can't be among the inhabitants of this land, and I don't have anything to show for. The Bible said Hannah stayed. But what caught my attention with Hannah is that Hannah did not just stay in the presence of God. She understood that for you to move the hand of His Spirit, you need to reverence that Spirit. She began to reverence God. Oh God, thou art mighty. Thou art a great and terrible God. I know in this my condition you are still God. So what Hannah did was that she did not allow the condition around her to move her emotions in the presence of God. So she began to tap into the life of that Spirit. It came to a point where she could not utter words. The Bible said the lips of Hannah began to move. Stammering lips. You know, because she reverenced God at that point, Hannah became specific in what she needed from God. She did not say, God, give me a child. What Hannah said was, God, I need a son. Hannah knew what she was looking for. She has looked around the inhabitants of Israel as of that time. There was no priest in light that could bring the purposes of God to bear. So in her pain, Hannah was crying to God, if you can give me a child, I'm going to offer that child as a sacrifice to you. Not just only a child, but the one that will bring the government of God in Israel. Remember, I've told you that there was a time in the calendar of God when man disappointed God on the face of the earth for many aeons. There was no one that could fulfill the purposes of God. Many men came in the scene and they left. Yet still the government of God could not find expression in the land. That is why a city was bettered called Gomorrah. What was happening in Gomorrah? Immorality. A man called Abraham, he had the purposes of God as of that time. But when he left the scene, there were no men to continue. So for Hannah, it's not just existing in a country where the purposes of God will not be advanced. It's not just being in a community where the government of God will not be advanced. So this laid down her burdens to go to God, to ask something from God that is so dear to her. So she needed a priest in light. And that was how Prophet Samuel came up on the scene. Prophet Samuel grew because the mother made a promise. If you give me a son, I'm going to take this son and hand it over to you. But wait a minute. Is it about handing your child to the Lord? Can your child hear God to be able to advance government as of that time? So, but Hannah knew that if I could be in the presence of God for long, and the presence of God could rub up on me, not only me, but the one that I'm carrying inside of me, that same presence rubbed up on that child. So she took the child and kept the child in the presence of God. No wonder the Bible said, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Not he that visited the present, but he that dwells. Hannah dwelled for long, and the presence of God entered her. So the child somewhere could grow The only thing the child could remember, that once upon a time my mother told me how she gave birth to me. She dwelled in the presence. So I need to become a dweller of the presence of God.